Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome the arrival of our guest of honor, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia, and Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah Muhammad Ali, accompanied by Federal Ministers, State Ministers, and senior management members of Proton, Geely, and DRB Highcom. Let's give them a rousing round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, behind every great man, there is a wonderful, beautiful and strong woman. Please put your hands together for Yang Amat Berbahagia, Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, Negaraku.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with this evening's proceedings, we would first and foremost like to commence with a prayer recital.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful, let us humbly seek strength and guidance from the Almighty. Allow me to invite Tuan Haji Zulkifli Patun to recite the doa selamat. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening. Let's dedicate the Mul Kitab to Rasulullah SAW, his companions and those who are following them. Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. All praises to Allah who has assembled us on this auspicious occasion, and we seek, O Allah, your everlasting blessing for positive outcomes on the launching of Proton First SUV, the X70. O Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we seek forgiveness of all our sins, and we seek guidance from you in all our endeavors, and let not our hearts deviate after you have guided us. O Allah, we ask from you for well-being in all of our affairs, and by your mercy, conceal our weaknesses, set at ease our dismay, rectify all our difficulties, and do not leave us to ourselves, even for the blink of an eye. O Allah, make useful of what you have taught us, and teach us knowledge that will be useful to us. O Allah, open the door to success, and do not let us lose our cause, grace our strife and struggles in marketing this exclusive X70 locally and globally. O Allah, provide us strength and courage to continue serving our beloved company wholeheartedly. Unite all of us and do not divide us so that we can lead Proton in the harmonious spirit to the path of sustainable success. O Allah, in you we have placed our trust. Unto you is the end of all journeys. Perfect your light for us and pour our company with your blessings and favors, everlasting peace, prosperity, and success of all times. Verily you are mighty above all things. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده وتفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل اللهم فينا ولا معنا ولا من يتبعنا شقيا ولا مطرودا ولا محروما ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا جنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا ستر يا رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين تقبل الله منكم.
Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Through His grace and for His glory, as Malaysia celebrates Proton's latest milestone. Thank you, Tuan Haji Zulkifli Patun. Kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia, and Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah Muhammad Ali, Yang Berhormat Datuk Darrell Lee King, Minister of International Trade and Industry, Yang Berhormat Tuan Edlin Shazli Shith, Deputy Minister of Communications and Multimedia, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Muhammad Zainal Syari, Chairman of DRB Highcom Berhad, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Said Faisal, Chairman of Proton, Mr. An Chong Hui, President of Zhejiang Geely Holding Group, Dr. Lee Chun Rong, CEO of Proton, Datuk Razif Muhammad, Deputy CEO of Proton, Your Excellencies, Foreign Ambassadors to Malaysia, Senior Management Members of DRB Highcom, Proton and Geely, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Datuk dan Datin, distinguished guests, members of the media who have been waiting patiently, ladies and gentlemen. Bahasa Ibunda Warisan Malaysia, but allow me to speak in English, good sir. With technology powering the future, we've come full circle. I feel like a world beater. Welcome to the much anticipated event, the official launch of the Proton X70, Proton's first SUV. It is a pleasure to serve each and every one of you. My name is Nazruddin Rahman.
And my name is Julie Woon. Together, we're absolutely delighted to be your MCs on this momentous occasion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Proton has always been a name close to the hearts of Malaysians. 33 years ago, our then and current Prime Minister rolled out our first national car, the Proton Saga. And today, we have come to yet another significant milestone with the new Proton X70, the first Proton SUV co-developed by Proton and Geely. As we look forward to the future, let us also take a moment to walk down memory lane and reminisce as to how Proton has made us Malaysians proud.
For this next presentation, for the benefit of our foreign guests, as well as a walk down memory lane for all Malaysians, the X70 is like a ray of light that comes with a new hope. So Malaysia, it's time to shine. And kalau bercakap pasal sinaran, apa kata, we invite on stage the effervescent Dato' Sheila Majid. Ladies and gentlemen, the effervescent Dato' Sheila Majid. And this song was released 1 year after the first Proton was released. So you're part of history, Dato' Sheila Majid. Let's give her another round of applause. Wonderful, wonderful indeed.
All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get the show on the road and bring it back to 2018. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our very special guest for today, a key member of Proton, Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Sri Syed Faisal Alba, Chairman of Proton, to come on stage and deliver his welcome remarks. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. Thank you, Nas and Julie. Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, Prime Minister and the father of Proton. Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti Hasmah bin Muhammad Ali, we are overjoyed by your presence. Thank you very much for coming. But before I proceed further, I must first highlight that back in 1979, the Minister of Trade and Industry then put up a paper to study about a possibility of a Malaysian manufactured car. The Minister then was also the Deputy Prime Minister at that time. So there's no prize in guessing who was the man as he later became our fourth Prime Minister. So when Yang Amat Berhormat Tun became the PM in 1981, he realized his earlier vision in creating a national car. Proton was born, and the rest, as they say, is history. Thank you, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, for agreeing to grace our event. We are elated, overjoyed, over the moon that you accepted our invitation. We are eternally grateful, indebted to you, sir, for all your relentless support and motivation towards Proton over the years. The last time Yang Amat Berhormat Tun graced a Proton event was the launch of Proton Iris in 2014. But this launch is different. This is a redemption point for us. And hopefully Yang Amat Berhormat Tun will still be proud of us in the journey that we are about to take. Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, please allow me to acknowledge people who are important to us who are here today. Yang Berhormat Datuk Darrell King, Minister of International Trade and Industry, your counsel and support is truly appreciated. Yang Berhormat Tuan Edin Shazli Syed, Deputy Minister of Communication and Multimedia, His Excellency Ambassador Bai Tian, Ambassador of China to Malaysia, thank you for coming, sir, and most of all, thank you for all your support thus far. Yang Bahagia Datuk Muhammad Zainal Syahri, Chairman of DRB HICOM, thank you for all the support. It's always there when we need you. And of course, to our partner Geely, Mr. Ang Chong Hui, President and CEO of Geely Auto. Thank you for the sincerity that you have shown us thus far as an important partner to Proton. We look forward to this journey with many, many more years ahead. Yang Bahagia KSUs, TKSUs, SUBs, from various ministries, the Prime Minister's Office, MOF, Treasury, MITI, MIDA, MAA, Malaysian Automotive Institute, which is now named as MARI. You have all made a difference to us. We thank you so very much. Your Excellencies, Ambassadors, thank you for coming. Senior management and all employees of Proton, headed by Dr. Lee Chun Rong, Dr. Razaif Muhammad, thank you for going through all the pain and grueling effort to get us to this point. We are grateful to you. Members of the media, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, Proton came when the country never thought of producing something big. When Proton started, University Islam Antarabangsa was established, Bank Islam was founded, and that was the year Nicole David was born. When the first saga was rolled out in 1985, from the Harum Manis farms in Perlis to the folk dancing in Keningau, Sabah, the new Proton car was on everybody's lips, a bus with this new capability of ours. Proton brought self-belief to the country that we can produce something big. And the spin-offs from Proton included the creation of Eon Bank, and also insurance and finance company had more businesses. Landlords could also rent out their shop lots to Proton dealers, and our vendors had graduated to produce components for global auto players now. Proton was an industry by itself, creating new jobs and multiplier effects to the country, and it is still today. If Proton was a baby, that child is 35 years old today. Some of our staff who started back then are still around. When you talk to them, none of them are ready to be failures. None of them have lost that fighting spirit. They could have had the opportunity to go elsewhere, but they stuck and remained true to Proton. Ladies and gentlemen, the world auto sales reached 80 million cars sold last year. On average, a car has 30,000 parts. And also, automobile industry alone is responsible for half of the world consumption of oil and half of the world's consumption of rubber. That is how huge the impact of auto industry to the world economy. Locally, in terms of contribution to the government, Proton alone has paid 25 billion ringgit worth of taxes, and that is an average of 720 million per year over 35 years of existence. So Proton is not about just another factory producing cars. It is more than that. We were created by our father with the intention to build engineering capabilities for the country. It is about equipping the nation with capabilities where hundreds of thousands of lives can depend on it. It is about the ordinary folks. It is about self-esteem. Today, the situation is still challenging. It may seem that our backs are against the wall, but we are working hard as we have all the ingredients in place. Geely, as our strategic partner, will provide the impetus needed to bring us to another level, not only here, but also to the ASEAN market. With Geely's capability to turn around the losses of Volvo and London Taxi, we are confident. Currently, we have more than 100 Malaysian or Proton engineers based in Ningbo, China, the home of Geely's R&D center, to acquire knowledge and to also be responsible in the makings of the Proton X70 that you will see today. Now a bit about the car. The new Proton X70 comes with all the bells and whistles. For example, the voice command is very robust. Customers can open windows or adjust air conditioning by using voice command. But at this point, it has never been tested whether the car recognizes the husband's voice more or the wife's voice more. The car is also healthier than your office building because it comes with a permanent air purifier. But one feature that is way above the rest is that the car comes with a permanent SIM card. So it acts just like a mobile phone. It is connected to the cloud server, which means that if you like songs, you don't need to bring any CDs or thumb drives anymore. Now, millions of songs from the cloud are at your disposal and is only at the tip of your tongue. So members from the Ministry of Multimedia, Communication and Multimedia, the MCMC chairman is here, should be proud, as this is the first Malaysian full internet car. So to our customers, we pledge to work harder and we will not take you for granted. We must also thank our vendors and dealers for their understanding and patience to ensure that the rollout of the X70 will be a success. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, this is a redemption point for us. When the employees of Proton look at the X70 on the car 3 years from now, on the car on the road 3 years from now, it will tell us that this is the turning point where the fortunes of Proton reverse to our favor. This new lease of life would not have been possible without the recent support from the government and without the personal support from Yang Amat Berhormat Tun. So it is mandatory upon us to succeed, and it is incumbent upon us to make Malaysia proud again. Proton tidak akan lari, teguh hati tetap berdiri. Persada dunia, kami kan pergi, mampu tersaduk indah kembali. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Sri, for the lovely opening remarks.
Our spirits are lifted indeed as the chairman of Proton speaks of redemption and speaks of self-esteem. Not just for Proton, ladies and gentlemen. Proton is close to the hearts of every Malaysian. When we talk about redemption and self-esteem, we talk about the hearts of every Malaysian in this country. And so, when I mentioned full circle earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually more ways than one. As this man was the first, he was the first to conceptualize, the first to bring Proton to life, the father of Proton. And he's gone on to become the oldest elected, democratically elected official in the world. And now he's back here for round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please join your hands together to welcome the man who recently broke the world record, our Prime Minister of Malaysia, Yang Amat Berhormat, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad.
Yang Berhormat Datuk Darrell Lai-King, Minister of International Trade and Industry, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Muhammad Zainal Sari, Chairman of DRB High Court Berhad, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sri Syed Faisal Alba, Chairman of Proton, Mr. Ang Chong Hui, President of Zhejiang Geely Holding Group and President of Geely Auto Group, distinguished guests, His Excellency, the Ambassador of China to Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. Firstly, I would like to say thank you very much to Proton for this invitation to launch Proton's latest car. I was in Proton up to 2014, but then I had to step down because I bring bad luck to whichever company I was associated with. But obviously, once I left Proton, the good luck came back to Proton. In the form of a partnership with Geely Motors of China. And since then, we have seen Proton make a recovery, and this recovery is going to be enhanced by the introduction of this latest model of Proton, the Proton X70. This is, I think, what you call an SUV. And I think this is the first car of this design and specification from the Proton stable. I'm quite sure it's going to be well received by the public in Malaysia. I must admit that I had my first taste of this car when it was introduced to me. This car talks back to you. You can ask in simple English, and I hope later on in simple Malay, what you want, and the car will just do exactly what you want. I hope that you give the car good instruction. If you give the wrong instruction, the car might carry out that instruction, and there may be catastrophe. But I'm sure that Malaysians will soon learn to be familiar with this talking car. So if you're alone and have nothing else to do, please don't speak out what you have in your mind, because the car might react to what you say. You may be angry with someone, including your wife, and you say something in the car may do things that you don't expect it to do. So this is a problem with talking cars. But now technology has made tremendous advance, and I don't know what else they are going to introduce in the cars of the future, but I'm quite sure that they will always be better and better. And new gadgets will be introduced, and very soon you can drive without touching anything in the car. You just say drive and it drives. You can say crash and you crash. So I think technology is fantastic. All the things that I never thought could be done before is now a common thing. When we introduced the first Proton and compare that with what we have now, it seems like it was a bullock cart by comparison to the latest cars produced by Proton. So Proton is making progress. As someone who was once chairman, I think, of Proton, I would like to congratulate the people in Proton and of course their partner from China, Geely Motors. It is quite obvious that since teaming up with Geely, Proton has made some progress. Of course, this car is not designed and built by Proton entirely, but in order to be fast on the road, it has to cut corners. So if you find that the car speaks to you back in Chinese, that may be something wrong with the programming of the car. But I'm quite sure you will not do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud indeed that Proton over 35 years have made this tremendous progress. And I'm quite sure in future we are going to see lots more designs and models which will make Malaysia proud. And I think most of them in the future would be probably started with a design in Malaysia, going on to modeling, testing, etc., etc. And then you'll have a 100% Malaysian car done completely in Malaysia with Geely in the back nudging it forward. So I would like to congratulate once again Proton, and I have great pleasure in being associated with the launching of this car. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the sequence for the launch has been initiated.
Launch sequence commencing in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Proton.
How may I help you?
Play music. Hi, Proton. I want to see the sky.
Okay, opening sunroof.
Hi Proton, how's the weather tomorrow?
Clear skies.
Proton X70. Intelligence that inspires. Proton.
An amazing show indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you the all-new Proton X70 intelligence that inspires. And well, when we take a look at the fact that yes, it is an intelligent car, the Internet of Things has permeated this car. I'm quite worried actually.
Why is that?
If I buy this car, I might fall in love with the car more than my wife.
I'm sure your wife would agree because she can share.
No,
this car
don't
with
tell
you.
my
Oh,
wife lah.
Oh, don't tell her. Well, okay.
But I'm worried because the car will listen to every word I say and do it.
Instead of your wife.
Yeah. Actually, if anybody knows my wife, please don't tell her, yeah?
You're only live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm live
our
on
Proton
Facebook.
Facebook
Yes.
page.
Hello, Sayang, if you're watching. Yes, I didn't mean it. I'll buy the car for you.
Very nice. And now we can see how amazing it looks, just as amazing as your wife is, I'm sure. But it is more than meets the eye.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to dive deeper and to find out truly what makes the Proton X70 unique. And to enlighten us further, it is our absolute pleasure to welcome on stage Mr. Azlan Othman, Chief Designer of Proton Design, to walk us through the exciting key features of the new Proton X70.
Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy to be here today. Tonight, I'm going to share with you the story of the design of the X70, the design philosophy, and also our inspirations. Last year, when the partnership with Geely was inked, it marked a new chapter for Proton. Together, we formed 8 global studios worldwide to be part of this bigger family of Geely Global Design. It was a significant milestone. It has put us in a position to be amongst the greatest of the great, where we can exchange ideas, experiences with talented designers from different backgrounds, cultures, right here from Shah Alam. However, it is also about synergy. It is about us being together as one. These teams are led by Mr. Peter Horbury, the Executive Vice President of Geely Global Design, together with myself, driving Proton Design to become more creative, to develop new, competitive, and desirable products. And ladies and gentlemen, more importantly today, please join me to welcome Mr. Peter Horbury. Hello, Peter. So where are you from today?
Well, I just flown in directly from Gothenburg, Sweden, where I actually live, and to be here is a fantastic honor. And I recognize it is a significant milestone in Proton's history, and with such a distinguished audience. Yeah, this is a great opportunity to bring Proton Design into a unique position as a local Malaysian brand, but now as part of a global organization, joining us, the great Geely Global Design family.
Excellent. Becoming part of this distinguished team has prompted us to look back on our design values, to review our design philosophies, to be able to look back at ourselves again from a global perspective. So what we had for the past 30 years had to be refined. The whole Proton Design team started to look at who we are.
Yeah, and I especially like how you've also chosen words and images which define Malaysia.
After multiple rounds of brainstorming, discussions, discourses, we felt that there were 3 words that best defines us as Malaysians and as a company as a whole.
Yeah, and in fact, Aslan, they are also international in their essence, acceptable and understood as positive values wherever you choose to be.
The first word is progressive. Progressive is always about challenging ourselves, being visionary, and to be amongst the industry leaders, to stay relevant, more importantly, at all times. But this is not foreign to us. In fact, it's part of our culture.
And it shows how you always want to be moving forward, not just reinventing it, but strengthening your position as well.
Right. Then we have harmonious, a balance where things are perfectly where they should be.
Yeah, harmony, blending the exterior and the interior design of the car together.
Just like us, the very fabric of our culture harvests around being in harmony. The diversity in this room alone shows that we relish in our differences in cultures and backgrounds. We live peacefully and complement each other.
Yeah, and I think it also gives you the feeling of completeness, the feeling that this is being created by people who care.
The third, last but not least, word is spirited. It is about courage, a never say die attitude. It is about passion and eagerness to achieve greatness. Malaysia is vibrant and truly spirited. Look at our cuisine, the food that we eat. And when we talk about being spirited, it's in all of us, whether we acknowledge it or not. It is the spirit of being Malaysian, being harmonious, and progressive at the same time.
Yes, and I've already seen spirited. Your reign is spirited, vertically, horizontally, and bouncing back up again. So yes, these three words really do describe well the positive values of Proton and being Malaysian. Progressive, harmonious, and spirited. And it lays a perfect foundation for a new design philosophy moving forward, in keeping with that idea of being spirited. You know, I've often said that you can relate a character to the car. And one of the most fundamental design elements I've identified relates to the whole proposition of the products within Geely Design. Understanding how we can differentiate key characteristics, as, for example, in the feline world, the world of cats.
Cats. Malaysia is never foreign to that. We are synonymous with the iconic Malayan tiger, albeit the smallest of the tigers, but I'm sure the cutest. It's synonymous with our culture, as you may find in our crests, our Harimau Malaya outfits, the football team, and even Proton itself, for sure. Yes, our tiger is spirited, small and an agile animal, and very much suits with our brand and philosophy. There are elements within the tiger that we see, like the strong shoulder and the muscle line that flows along the tiger. Correspondingly, for the X70, we introduce a strong shoulder at the front, with a flowing line to the back to create a very strong profile of the car.
And I'm often reminded of the importance of the front of the car. This is the car's face. Now, in some parts of the world, the eyes may be seen as the windscreen, as in the Pixar films, Cars. But here in Asia, the headlamps are the eyes. So the lamps on the X70, we have the essence of the eyes of the tiger. They're bright and see well in the dark, and the tiger's glare is reflected in the shape of the daylight running lamp over the headlamp to give that look of the tiger's eye.
Indeed. When you see the X70 behind you, in the side view mirrors, the second element can be easily identified, and that is the bow, or busur as we call it. It's very much an element that can be found across many, many cultures. Its overall form connotes a representation of agility, speed, and lightness, and interpreting it in a very modern form.
You can see how those lines create the front grille, the ethereal bow, and how it becomes part of the overall flow of the front view of the car.
Then we began to look deeper at the detailing, such as inside the front grille. We traced our heritage. We looked at our craftsmanship and we found it as diverse as we are in this room. Craftsmanship is definitely in all our history. The patterns like Itik Pulang Petang or Awan Larat, we are all familiar with it. So whether you're wearing the batik, the sarong, or even the songket, these patterns are evident in our culture. It represents our craftsmanship. So from our studies, we took those key patterns, developed them, and gave them new meaning.
As for the interior, now this is where we actually spend the most time with our car. We've identified and defined qualities which relate to our customers. An area of calm. After all, a calm, mooded driver is a much better driver, with not too many distractions, information you need when you're able to deal with it, and to suit each individual driver.
So in those times, on the way balik kampung or stuck in a jam, is where you will really, truly appreciate the car interior. The top of the IP, for example, has its inspirations from our beautiful beaches, like in Langkawi or Tioman, like ripples in the sand where the waves have lapped against the shore. It permeates the feeling of calm and serenity.
Actually, you can see how many details are inspired from the surrounding oceans and beaches. All these give you a sense of calmness and tranquility. Nothing is overhurried, and you are in total control of the car.
Staying with that idea of this flow of water, there is also the waveform, as seen in the taut lines of the grab handle, which also gives a sense of power to the vehicle. And for those who are looking for a level of luxury and exclusivity, we have furnished our premium variant with highest quality Napa leather.
Yes, with beautiful stitching and detailing to reinforce that spirit of timeless craftsmanship.
Well, Peter, we could talk all night about the refined design.
Yes, such as the superb digital instrument cluster and our wonderful HMI.
Yes. However, I guess we should now let our next speaker, Mr. Shen, to give a more detailed lowdown of the refined connectivity of the X70. So, Peter, I guess that's our cue to leave.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Aslan, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Ji Shen. I'm from GD R&D team. I'm in charge of connected vehicle products and electronic development. It is a great honor I'm standing here to present the product. Just now, the Prime Minister and Chairman mentioned that's a talking car and internet car, correct? So we developed the GKUI, we call that Global Key User Interface, the core technology and product inside, and we together with the Proton team in Malaysia market. Hi Proton, that's a very lovely wake-up word, make a machine running in the car to provide the internet service. So this first picture here, we would like to present the key insight and vision here. Everybody has 24 hours, very fair, everybody. The vehicle, actually the biggest client, we have to spend 1 hour with him. So we use 1 hour, can provide the internet search, online streaming music, and ongoing more and more popular internet service. That's very quite unique, that make car maker position to be different. We are producing the different thing. That's the data, the GKUI, we made launch globally this year, March. Only 6 months, we already hit 650,000 users and already hit monthly active user over 420,000. The most important data here, That's almost 1 gigabyte per month data consumption in the car. So that's bring the unique internet service in the car, make a customer happy and enjoy the drive life. Global key user interface, that's not all the product and core technology names. So we built the foundation and the infrastructure in the car and the cloud both sides. So the cloud, launcher, AI engine, and the apps, and the ID, that's 5 key components we developed for GKUI framework. Cloud side, we built the strategic partnership with Alibaba and Google together to build the cloud computing infrastructure. And we completely built the machine learning and cloud application and global deployment in worldwide to providing the GKUI interface and service in the car worldwide. In East and Southern Asia, we built a joint team with Proton engineering to deploy cloud service in Malaysia market to build an amazing service for Malaysia behavior and behavior user here. The launcher, so we call the launcher here, that's the key using from graphic perspective. So we built the similar smartphone, the screen, and the user interaction here. The gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the watch here, demo here. That's easily can recognize that's the app and that's a widget. Make education costs much lower if you access in the car, can easily understand how to use. That's a key important interface, make customer easily to use the system. Voice command. That's a very hard feature in X70. We can providing the natural language dialogue system, make a conversation with machine. We just talking machine what you want. You can ask he provide vehicle control, navigation, and online streaming service. Make the most easy way to use the system when you're driving to keep the safety and also comfortable condition. Please enjoy the demo watch TV here.
Hi, Proton.
Coming.
It's so cold.
Okay, set temperature of all
Set
seats
temperature
to 18
to
degrees.
24.
Okay, set temperature of all seats to 24 degrees.
Hi, Proton.
What's up?
I want to see the sky.
Okay, opening sunroof.
Open the front windows.
Okay, opening the front windows.
Close the windows.
Okay, closing all the windows.
Close the sunroof.
Okay, closing sunroof.
Okay, hi Proton, I want to see the sky. So that's a very cool dialogue, I think. I think most of young men like that. That's good for date, I think, in the car, right? Music player here. That's another very important feature we developed here. That's for the online streaming service in the car. Regarding our big data, we think most of time in the car enjoying music and songs. That's the most high frequency use case here. We developed the intelligent music player to make a personal recommendation, and also we built a very big online music database, almost 14 million different music and songs on the cloud. You don't need to plug in the USB stick and hard disk inside. You're just talking machine what you want to listen, they will provide you. Please see the video here.
Hi, Proton.
Here I am.
Open music. Next song. Previous song. Volume up. Volume down.
Online navigation. Besides the voice command, we're also providing the online navigation service in the car. Even then, the car maker brought the navigation system in the car 10 years ago. But right now, we are used to use smartphone online service, so that's why we bring the online navigation service in the car, including the online map, online routing engine, and the online POI search. we quickly just talking machine and to tell him where you to go and what destination you want. They will easily to let you understand how to fast way to go.
Hi, Proton.
Coming.
Bring me to the ATM.
More than one results found nearby. Do you want to go to
Go.
Bank Rakyat? Starting guidance to Bank Rakyat at Jalan Penang Bai.
Hi, Proton.
How may I help you?
Close the map. Hi, Proton.
Follow you.
I'm hungry.
More than one results found nearby. Do you want
Next
to go
page.
to Fuel Shack Aquarium? Next page select please.
Number 2.
Okay, start the guidance.
Yeah, only say, I'm hungry. So the restaurant nearby will show you. That's easy, that's very easy way. And the remote control for mobile app. We built a Proton link and can see the vehicle status and build the button on the mobile app to lock and unlock car. So that's the remote connectivity service can from a mobile app to control your car. Over-the-air function. So because that's internet car and also smart car, so we provide the over-the-air update function to make sure the software, the latest and new service deployment. The customer, every customer in the life cycle will free to use over-the-air to make sure that your software to be the latest version. Our partner, because we are doing the global platform, in Malaysia market, we built the joint work with partner together. Celcom, the Malaysia carrier provider, we closely work with them to do the 4G capability in the car. And Tencent Music Entertainment, we work with them to build the cloud database for music service. And a Nuance global voice recognition technology company together, we jointly deploy the X17 voice command function together. We really appreciate them great support in past 14 months to make the product success launch here. And then the most important things that we built a very fantastic and amazing joint team, Proton and ECARX together in Malaysia market to produce the X17 product. And then we will make a strong commitment to end user and market to build the ongoing future Proton family cars and commit strong the best service in the Malaysia market. So thank you very much. Let's welcome Dr. Rashid to present our product's performance and safety feature of Proton X17. That's my whole presentation. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Very good evening. Mr. Shen, thank you very much for sharing the interesting features. There are two more features very important I would like to share with you tonight. There are 4 USP talking about the design as Azlan just from Peter Hobry. Secondly, about the connectivity, and left for me to explain very important features, the safety features of the car, and also the performance of the car. Safety has always been a very important feature for Proton. Safety is our priority. So X70 actually is fitted with 3 levels of safety. First, about passive safety. Passive is about protection. Second, passive safety, feature that can help us to prevent accident. And now, first ever for Proton, we have cognitive safety or advanced safety features, autonomous level 1. First ever for Proton, first ever SUV, and also first ever for Proton car to have these advanced features. And what we have in this car, more than 1.4 kilometers of wire, 19 complicated sensors, 5 cameras, and 1 radar that is able to detect an object as far as 160 meters away, or 500 feet. Let's start with passive safety. Proton is known for a strong body structure.
The body structure is made of hot press forming material that the strength is 5 times stronger than normal steel. Normal steel strength is only about 300 megapascal. With hot press forming, the strength of material increased to 5 times more, up to 1,500 megapascal. It's very, very strong material. But remember, we can give you and provide you strong car, but it will not help you if you not buckle up. Most important in the car, please wear your seatbelt, whether it's seated at the front or at the back. And the car is also fitted with 6 airbags for all variants. And very, very important, people need to remember that never put small children at the front seat because airbag explode at a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. I had an experience last year. So in Alostar, a father drive a car, a 4-year-old son seated at the front seat. So he hit another car, the airbag exploded, hit the neck, and death, unfortunately, for the son. So never put small children in the front seat. Airbag is called SRS, Supplementary Restraint System. The primary restraint system in the car is actually the seatbelt. So wear the seatbelt. It can be a strong car, but it can only help you if you follow the rules to wear the seatbelts. Next, about active safety features. These are the features that can help us to prevent accident. Just now, about protection of the collision, features that can help us to prevent accident. What are these features? I'll share with you the first one. Remember I said about sensors? The car is not fitted with sensors at all 4 wheels. In Malaysia, it rains more than 200 days a year. So what happens if one of the wheels on the water puddle and one more on the road? So the tire will rotate, but the car will not move simultaneously. Because the one on the water puddle will rotate but not move. So the computer, the ESC computer, will detect the abnormal rotation of the wheel and send a signal to the engine to reduce the speed. And also send a signal to the computer, to the brake system to balance the braking. That controls the car and avoid it from drifting. And avoid you from so-called out of the lane or control, be back in control. So it's called electronic stability control. So the car cannot be drifted. So you don't have to worry, give the car to your children. The computer will automatically take back the control of the vehicle to stabilize the car. So the car cannot do drifting. That's the first thing. The second feature is very important, not only for the ladies, also for the men. It's called hill hold assist. Hill hold assist is a feature that when you climb the hill, and normally you have to juggle if you have to stop at the middle of the road of the hill, and you need to restart back. Normally you have to pull your handbrake. So for this car, there's another computer system called hill hold assist. You don't have to worry the car that roll back because the computer will hold back for you. You just lift your brake pedal and move your foot to the accelerator and press the accelerator, and the car will hold 2 to 3 seconds and bring the car upwards. So the car will not go back, not to worry. So that's another prevention feature. The third prevention feature, rolling downhill is more dangerous than uphill because there's an element of gravity. It's very, very important to know this. And this car is fitted with hill descent control. There's a button next to the gear so that when you go downhill, just focus on the steering to control direction. You don't have to press the brake, neither the accelerator, just press the HDC button. The car will roll slowly, as slow as 4 kilometers per hour. Just focus on the direction, hold the steering. That is the third feature for active safety. All right, next, the more interesting features. There are 4 levels of autonomous in a car. So first is called level 1. You still have to hold the steering, eyes on the road, mind on the road. Level 2, hands off, eyes on the road, mind still on the road. Level 3, hands off, eyes off, mind on the road. Level 4, no mind also okay. You can bring from point A to point B. Joke aside, that is actually the definition for autonomous level by SAE. All right, and what do we have in our car now? The 6 important features. As I mentioned just now, the car is also fitted with a radar that can detect an object as far as 160 meters away. Enable a feature called autonomous emergency braking. So it will stop by itself, not to try at high speed, at low speed, only if you miss the brake. So the car, the computer will process the images in front and give the signal to the car to brake automatically, even without you pressing the brake pedal. Next one, the forward collision warning. The radar also helps us to detect the distance between the car in front of you. Normally, it's not easy for us to actually estimate the distance, but if you come too close to the front car, especially lorry, because you cannot estimate the distance, then there's an alert that will remind the driver to apply the brake so that you not go too close to the car in front. Thirdly, this is one of my favorites, actually called adaptive cruise control. Normally, when you put on cruise control, you have to set to certain speed, and you have to drive at that speed. When there is a slower car in front of you, then you have to press the brake or adjust your speed again. But for this car, you don't have to do that, because the radar that's fitted in front of the car will be able to detect the car in front of you and keep the distance and adjust your speed accordingly. So you don't have to worry hitting the car in front, all right? The computer is intelligent enough to process the distance and adjust the speed accordingly. This is an intelligent car. Intelligent people will buy this car. All right. And the car is fitted with 5 cameras. There's one camera in front of actually the windscreen that is able to read the markers and line of the road. So why is it important? If you actually sway across the lane, so the car will tell you and alert you you have actually crossed the lane. So it's called lane departure warning. So intelligent. And in Malaysia, this feature is very important. The 5th one called blind spot information system. Why? Because in Malaysia, there are more than 12 million motorcycles. As you know, more than 80% of fatality of 7,000 deaths in Malaysia, motorcycles. Why is it important? The sensor, the side of the car, can detect that object that you cannot see from your rear view mirror and side mirrors. Normally happen to us, we cannot see, we cannot detect, but the computer will process, detect the sensor and send a signal to you to alert you, even though you're not able to see the images from your side mirrors and also the rear view mirror, but there are actually an object nearby. So it's very important, especially in Malaysia, when you have 12 million motorcycles weaving the road. And my favorite feature of all is the intelligent high beam control. In Malaysia, when you travel balik kampung, especially like me, I have to go back to Kota Baru once a year, go on Musang Road, I want to have a spotlight stadium in front of me to show me the road. But when there are oncoming car, then you have to reduce your headlamp lower. But for this car, you don't have to worry. Why? The camera and also the radar will detect the oncoming car. They will send a signal to the car and to reduce the beam automatically. So once the car passes you, automatically the car will go high beam again. So you don't have to worry flicking low and high. So very convenient features to have. And as mentioned by Dr. Sri just now, there are 30,000 components average to build a car. 29,996 components are actually floating, and the only one that is touching the road are the tires. Please take care of your tires. So normally you want to take off tires, conventional way, you have to drive your car to the nearest pump station. Normally the man will have to do this, the wife will not do it. And you have to get out of the car and check the tire pressure. Not even temperature, only the pressure. But for this car, conveniently we have the standard actually features in the car that will tell you the pressure and also the temperature of each individual wheel. Remember, tire pressure monitoring is very important for 2 reasons. One for safety and second for fuel economy. You can save your fuel 10 to 15% by actually monitor your tire pressure. And another one, 5 cameras, 4 of them actually used to show you actually the images of the front, left, right, and rear. The best part is that there's another computer in the car that will process these 4 images as if there's a camera on top of your car. Wow, that's very unique. And you can actually view different angles of the car whilst you are actually inside the car. This is called 360 camera with audible actually alert system as well, and it's very convenient for tight spot parking. And not to forget the performance of the car. The car is fitted with 1.8 liter TGDI, turbo gasoline direct injection, not normal turbo. Normal turbo PFI injection only 60 bar, but for TGDI, for better fuel efficient, it's injected 200 bar of pressure for the combustion that gives you a lean burn that produces up to 135 kilowatt or 181 horsepower and 285 Newton meter torque. That provides us also the acceleration 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds. Very interesting features. And the government have awarded us EEV, energy efficient vehicle with this power. All right. Next one, as the meters that we have, you will see in the car, all digital, that enable us also to do another thing. So you can change your mode of driving from normal to eco and eco to sport, and you will see that the color of the screen of your odometer will also change from white to blue and blue to red. So it's very interesting because we can do this only when the meters are all digital, not like the old one with all the needles and whatnot. So it's very interesting, and also can suit to your driving behavior as well. And last but not least, one of the variants of the car is also fitted with Bob Warner advanced wheel drive system that actually automatically move the power from the front to the rear, 70 to 30% ratio, to hold road better and to improve your ride handling at difficult road condition. So I present to you the Proton X70 with 4 interesting USPs. Number 1, the design, the redefined design. Second, about the connectivity mentioned by Mr. Shen just now. Thirdly, the safety features. And last but not least, the performance. And the tagline for this product, as you can see just now, with all the advanced features in safety and also connectivity, bring us to this level called intelligence that inspires. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashid, Mr. Shen, Mr. Peter, Mr. Aslan, for truly an insightful presentation, an eye-opener indeed, as we now know just how phenomenal the Proton X70 is, living up to the tagline, intelligence that inspires.
If I can sum up the whole premise of the presentation in one Malay sentence is, kereta ini sangat pandai. This car is so clever. Maybe you can, I'm going for an exam, an online exam. Maybe the car can take the exam for me. Probably pass better than me too. But ladies and gentlemen, no more waiting. No more waiting as my co-host is looking at me weird.
Yep.
And so, for the next part of the program, it is our honor to invite Dr. Lee Chun Rong, CEO of Proton, and Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Razif Muhammad, the Deputy CEO, yes?
Before that, Nas, after all that we've heard earlier on, should we or should we not encapsulate all of the essence of the Proton X70 in a video?
Absolutely. So, of all the presentations that you've seen, Dr. Lee and Dr. Razif, let's take a look at the beautiful car right behind you. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen.
Proton X70, intelligence that inspires. Proton.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in 5 colors and 4 different variants, Dr. Lee Chun Rong, CEO of Proton, and Yang Berbahagia Dato' Razif Muhammad, Deputy CEO of Proton, is on stage and ready to declare the different packages that will come in with the all-new Proton X70, and more importantly, we will be declaring the price on the road for all 4 variants. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now.
Thank you, Nas and Julie. Not only do we have a special SUV, but we're also offering 4 extra launch packages to mark this significant milestone. First, The extra service package offers 5 times free labor service. The second is the extra low financing rate from 2.34% for this model. The third is the extra warranty package, where the SUV comes with a 5-year warranty with unlimited mileage. And fourth, extra data package, which offers 5-year internet data package at 1 gigabyte per month. All this to make it an attractive ownership proposition. Now, for the details that we have all been waiting for, I will pass it to Dr. Lee now. Dr. Lee, please.
Good evening. Please let me announce the price. Number 1, highest price. Premier 2WD, 123,800 ringgit. Number 2, Executive AWD, 115,800. Executive 2WD, 109,800. For standard 2WD, 99,800.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lee. Thank you very much, Dato, for announcing the packages. I believe we have one final special announcement by Dato.
Yes, we are also proud to announce that for the very first time ever, Proton, as a Malaysian OEM, is offering a unity price for the whole country. Whenever you are in Malaysia, the price of the X70 will be the same. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dato. Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Demi perpaduan, including Sabah and Sarawak. Yang berhormat Minister Dato' Darrell Lee will be very happy, ya. Yes, awesome stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And it is true, the rumors are true. For standard two-wheel drive, sub 100K, 99,800 ringgit. Well done.
It is time for us to get our very own Proton X70, you and I believe it is time for us to commemorate this auspicious occasion with a photo opportunity with our stars for today.
Absolutely. Dr. Lee and Dato' Razif would ask you to remain on stage as we invite to join you. Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir, accompanied by all our VIPs. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Siti Hasmah Muhammad Ali, dijemput yang berbahagia Dato' Sri Said Faisal, juga dijemput yang berbahagia Dato' Muhammad Zainal Syahari, yang berhormat Dato' Darrell Lee, yang berhormat Dato' Haji Kamarudin Jaafar, yang berhormat Tuan Edlin Shazli Shith, Mr. An Chong Hui, and yang berbahagia Dato' Abdul Rashid. Dipersilakan ke atas pentas. Now this is a moment worth waiting for.
There you go, the prize and the packages as you can see before you, giving you an ease of ownership, a peace of mind when you get behind the wheels of the new Proton X70. Truly, intelligence that inspires. This marks a new milestone and a new beginning for Proton.
And so to our VIPs on stage, we'll do this in an orderly manner. First, I'd like everybody to take a look at the left-hand side, everybody. Left-hand side to the people and to all our members of the press on the left-hand side. This is your opportunity. Excellent, thank you very much. Now to our VIPs, please look straight ahead, right in the center, for all our members of the press, waiting for your attention.
Perhaps look at the front, center front, before we move on to the center back.
Yes.
As we do have lots of photographers at the back as well, getting a wide angle view.
Absolutely. Dear VIPs, let's not forget the members of the media on the island, on the media island. Silakan. Let's center to the back, yeah? We see some members of the press trying to ask people to squeeze in, yeah? Can we ask Dato' Razif side to squeeze in a little bit? Dato' Abdul Rashid, take a step to the right-hand side skate. Let's have everyone move so that we can get a proper picture. We've spent a lot of effort, a lot of time for members of the media to be here. Let's maximize that, that's for sure. Let's have our VIPs also look on the right-hand side to all our members of the media over here. Right-hand side, make some noise.
5 amazing colors: snow white, armor silver, jet gray, cinnamon brown, flame red, just my style. 4 different variants available for our first ever Proton SUV, the X70.
All right.
All right, perhaps?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have something very special to request from Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister of Malaysia. We would like to bring you back down memory lane, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti. Please take a look at this picture 33 years ago.
We would like to reenact this very special occasion with the exact same pose.
Do you remember when love first blossomed? Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia to once again reenact this moment 33 years ago by giving the first Proton key, the X70, to Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti Hasmah. Let's turn back the clock 33 years, ladies and gentlemen.
And the journey continues with the new Proton X70 with our beloved Prime Minister and his lovely wife. It makes it all the more special.
Yang berbahagia, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun and Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti, please take a look at this side as well. Kesian orang-orang kat sini. Yeah, they love you a lot, and of course they would like some of your attention, please. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at Malaysia's favorite couple.
All right, once again, to our distinguished guests on stage, can you please look at the island at the back? Photographers, get your cameras ready. Center back.
History was made 33 years ago. History repeats itself.
Oh, we have a special request.
A special request for members of the media who are on the right-hand side to please take a couple of steps back, as we'd like members of the media over there. 2 orang saja. The members of the media request that we just have Tun M and Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah together. It is a private moment. Thank you to our VIPs for understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn back the clock for Malaysia's darling couple. It's like a renewal of vows, so to speak. Yeah?
Exactly. Not just for the couple, but also for Proton, I believe. It's a new beginning. 33 years on.
Kalau boleh, members of the media ada request. Kalau boleh cium pipi sikit, boleh tak? Alright.
Hold on, I believe that we're going to have an opportunity for the back photographers to grab hold of a picture. So we would like to request that all the front media to lower down the hands. Am I right? Yes, yes.
All right.
All right, front media, could we give a moment?
One last request for members of the media that are over here. Please do sit down because there are members of the press behind you who cannot take a picture. So once you've taken yours, please do sit down. And thank you so much, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun and Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti, because of entertaining us like children, I tell you. We're like children.
Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, if you could raise the key, I believe that is the shot that our photographers would like.
Please
Holding
raise the key.
Yes, raising the key. There we go. This is the shot.
And that is the look on Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Siti. This car is mine.
Raise the key to raise the hopes of all Malaysians moving forward. Our future is bright indeed.
Thank you for the inspirational picture. Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Mahathir Mohamad dan juga Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah dipersilakan turun ke pentas. You've earned your much needed rest. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'd like to invite, of course, our VIPs who haven't taken a good feel of the car. Yes, this is the time for you guys to step forward and take a closer look at the all-new Proton X70 intelligence that inspires.
now ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite all guests to please rise as we announce the departure of our guest of honor, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia, and Yang Berbahagia Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah Mohamad. Thank you very much for gracing this event with your presence. It would not be the same without your kind and gracious presence here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this wonderful couple another round of applause. Terima kasih, tinggi-tinggi terima kasih, Perdana Menteri Malaysia.
I can't help but feel truly touched because Proton has such a rich history with all Malaysians. I believe we all grew up with the brand and with our beloved Prime Minister launching the very first Proton. And now, 33 years on, we are so fortunate to have our beloved Prime Minister with us here once again for the launch of our first ever SUV. I believe this is just kickstarting a whole new path for Proton.
Absolutely. Of course, with the strategic partnership with Geely, Proton is set to reach for the stars and touch the sky. And of course, it needs the support of all Malaysians to believe, ladies and gentlemen, to believe that we can compete on the global stage. Let's sell out this car at this awesome price. And we'll invite all members of the press, all our guests here today to take a closer look at the all-new Proton X70.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our launch event. Please feel free to stay on. You feel free to come on stage, explore and experience the new Proton X70.
A momentous day indeed, ladies and gentlemen. From one of my most favorite Italian poets, from Cesare Pavese. We do not remember days, we remember moments. And this moment is definitely one to remember.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm Nazruddin Rahman.
And I'm Julie Woon. It's our absolute pleasure to serve you today as your MCs. Thank you for joining us here.
And our last message to each and every one of you, apa yang sempurna dari Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, apa yang tidak sempurna daripada kami berdua, we would like to apologize if there are any shortcomings or if there are any words that we have spoken that may have hurt in a big or small way. Trust us, the intention is never to make anyone uncomfortable or hurt. Please enjoy yourself. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great evening, everyone. And hiduplah Proton X70, Proton's first SUV.
Let me see you move. Come on, come on, come on. Dance. Let me see you move.
Love never felt so good. And I died if it ever could. Not like you. Oh, me. Oh, baby. Love so good.
Break it down. Dance. Let me see you move. Come on. Let me see you move. Dance. Let me see you move. Let me see you move. Michael.
And the nights that is good. Gotta fly, gotta see, believe I can take it, 'cause baby, every time I love you, singing I'm alive, and I'm baby. Tell me if you really love me, singing I'm alive, driving me crazy, 'cause baby, love never felt so good. Every time I love you, singing I'm alive, and I'm baby. Tell me if you really love me, singing I'm alive, driving me crazy, 'cause baby, love never felt so good. Say all it never felt so good. So no, it never felt so good. Never felt so good. Felt so good. Never felt so good. All right, that's fine.
Dance. Let me see you move. Come on. Come on.
No one wants to stay at home. Nobody wants to be alone. When you come knocking, I'll be at your door. I don't ever want to stop. I'm gonna give it all I've got. And when they ask me, who could ask for more? Can't stand still. Won't slow down. When I go